We talked about how God is the boss. Every mission has three parts. Number one, it has a leader. Secondly, it has a clearly defined mission. And thirdly, it has a team. We talked about God is the leader of our mission. God has called us, designed us, picked us, chosen us. He's the boss. You remember a couple weeks ago, we demonstrated the anarchy that happens if you have people who think they have a mission and don't have a boss, or a clearly stated mission from that boss. If you remember, that's when we had Paul and Brad and who was the third guy? Jeremy. Yeah, up here and trying to, well, they didn't do anything until they got a mission and a boss. And they served you ice cream, and it was fantastic. You got to have a mission, got to have a boss. Last week we started unpacking what is our mission, and apparently Brian tried to pack two sermons into one, so this is part 2 of last week. Good get there, give you a little bit of review. Podcasts are online. We started looking at the book of Matthew chapter 6, looking at the Lord's Prayer that God gave as kind of a parameter and a framework for what our mission is. And it starts out with our Father, our Dad who is in heaven. And we talked about the power that is, and that being key to finding your mission is finding your identity. And your identity is you are God's kid, and that changes everything. We talked about experiencing that, how we have roadblocks to experiencing that. How do I know this? How do I feel this? I know it intellectually, but I don't know it in my heart. I challenged you this week to spend time letting God tell you what it means to be dad. Some of us have had poor dad examples, whether dads who weren't there, dads who were painful, dads who were just idiots, dads who weren't there at all or were there physically but not emotionally. And asking God to rewrite the rules because we're defined as, I'm guessing boot camp dug into this last week, we're defined by our dads a lot. We have our identity as the children of our Father. And I can't stress to you enough that is where you start. Because again, if you find a mission without having your identity firmly rooted in God, everything else becomes really bad legalism, becomes really bad toxicness, becomes really heavy because you got to take care of your job and your family and your life and your house and your car and oh yes, this God thing too. It's a little too much. Knowing your identity in God is supremely important. And if you haven't, I'm not going to tell you to walk out of this sermon because which pastor's ever going to do that? But I'm going to tell you to stay stuck on that place, begging God, show me who I am in you. We're defined by everything in this world. We're defined by our jobs, men, women. We're defined by our families. That's the stereotypical thing. It's a little more nuanced than that, but that's the stereotype. And guess what? All that stuff is going to really mess you up because women, if you haven't realized it, your family is weirder than you are. Men, your job... And sometimes your job, well, just makes you want to burst out in song. Take this job and shut it. If you depend on it to give you your identity, you're going to be in trouble. If you depend on other people's opinions of you to give you your identity, guess what? You're never going to be good enough. Because there's always some jerk out there that doesn't realize what a gift you already have. Your identity is found in that fact that you are the daughter, son of God who chose you and said, I want you. Amen.